this Sangle side. Let's see how it fares against Lyngby, who go for early control towards door. Use it expended. Now the armored players head towards ramp. BCE spotting them out, trying to do damage to our boss with the base there. So we're trying to do some mob, but ramp, they turn their attention back down towards the safe site. So they congregate towards lobby, and they look to execute out onto Zedco. So from Scar, the flank, no good for one. Trades there, Zedco finds later Safis the flank, able to shut down both from Scar.
He's gonna get the bomb plant, and this is a nice way to start out, but he needs instant 2 headshots, and is he gonna be ready for both these players here? He's supposed to first post both of them and tags one of them low. Gonna get the first, and now Rouse having the 1 versus 1, and Rouse, he's gonna clutch it, landing to win it, but still they're gonna have a slight advantage.
Down Oscar, that's a lovely scout shot to open things up. We're trying to do a bit more damage as well, as he's able to find Fasher, and at that, Oscar, he's decided to show up to the party. Hello, Oscar. Welcome to the server. And he's able to find Relax at that as well. A third of the round now. On for the 4th. Misses his shot onto NATO Safix. But if that's not a reason to fear him, I'm not sure what is. NATO Safix and Rouse, they respond in unison, but with their HP so low.
Not be ready for the wrap from NATO Safix. This might be a free kill for NATO, and indeed it will be. Now the 2 versus 2, and this was originally the 2v5. Oscar doing so much damage. Imagine it's not enough. Imagine they lose this one. That's gonna be battering for Sinners. But still, the low HP might come to haunt them as Neo. He's gonna have the first kill onto Rouse. Now NATO Safix in the 1 versus 2, and Neo, he's gonna take him down as well. Sinners, they win it, but it was outside smokes. We say that every single time, but it is a pretty decent thing to follow. But Oscar, he's gonna find the first. Oscar with the second, and I think Oscar is feeling quite hot here at NUKE. That's insane.
Yeah, Oscar, he's for hours. We're going to have to be well, with a second for Sinners now. Let's see just how Lyngby fare moving forward. And
at this point, I don't really think that Lyngby are going to allow that. They're going for the fast split towards A. Shock there to shut down the first relax fast on the refract. Now the 4 versus 4 Bistic with a pretty nice off angle. Has the support of Neil. There's the refracts working in wonders, and Lyngby just like that there in a 3 versus 2. Sinners in a man disadvantage retake, but Zedco, he's gonna fire back to Rouse, and still he's in a pretty upfront position. NATO Safix just barely getting the kill, and Oscar now in the bomb down just yet.
So they start shifting in towards Oscar. 1 versus 1 with NATO. Again, NATO on such low amount of HP. This molly could be so detrimental to him as he's forced on away. Oscar spots him out, fully blind though. NATO takes his head clean off, and Lyngby, they find that round, but they need...
Speaking about money, they can rebuy, they can have the AWP and Oscar, but Rouse, he's gonna have the opening onto Neofrag nonetheless.
As if he's able to do so.
Look at the damage that they've done only with utility. Oscar and Beastic don't fire back. Shock, he's pushed all the way from Ram, but now onto the 2 versus 2 as the bomb has dropped towards the B bomb side, and it will go down. NATO trying to cut off the rotations, loses the fight against Zedco, leaving Fasher in the 1 versus 2. Still, Fasher has a pretty decent position, and they're hot on their heels to hunt him. Oh, and this is such a nice angle for Fasher to play with, but they're both gonna come from the same place. Are they ready for it? Fasher spotting the legs, plays the trigger discipline, ready for the second. Onik and Fasher, he's gonna win it. No way for Oscar.
Round.
It is.
Oh, he goes to the feedback.
Yes, Fasher, he looks aware of the possibility. Oh, and NATO, he's gonna take down Oscar. That's a huge kill. Now they're gonna push towards Ramp. Are they ready for Shock? Yes, down the first. Is he gonna be good for the second? He's not. Zedco taking down Fasher towards outside in the meantime is gonna equal things up. But still, man advantage. Could go in either ways, Rouse. 1 for 1 with Neofrag. And we're down to the 2 versus 2. But Lyngby, they've been winning these ones so far, and the bomb will go down.
And with that, Sinners, it falls down to Zedco and Beastie. Both players by double door and single door, ready to just burst out at the same time. Swing goes wide, Zedco good for 1. Trade not quite there as NATO gets an extended mass, and Beastie comes out on top. And with that, Sinners find themselves a 3rd, as well as an AWP to save, and a chance to pull themselves back.
They do have the chance, but the big problem for them is that they're going to be on yet another reset round. Because they win this one, but they win it with only 1 player surviving, which of course...
To make this look convincing. What really matters is... Oh my lord! Like that for a moment, burn from Sky. But now it goes to a 5-on-4. Sinners in an upload scenario might just have to save here.
And they they might as well have to do it, and I'm afraid that they will actually commit to it at this point. Searching for initial kill, Fasher dodging the flash, good for the first, there's the peek from NATO, and it's just a complete mid-grinder. Sinners completely reset, losing the AWP, losing anything in this round, and this is all on the back. This fight actually manages to land the attack on the fur from Sky and eventually to find the kill. This is a nice beginning. They could be dangerous with a bit.
Fasher also ready to try and hold for the time being.
Okay, Neo with the double, Neo with the triple. What's happening?
Oh, all right, that's an opening as Sinners they find 3 members like that. And now for Fasher, the last one left standing. He's got to try and hold. He's screwed, frankly, now, is he? Trying to catch out these members. BC finds Fasher. With that, Sinners make it 4 off the back of Neo's heroics.
And they
Easy, and then fight on Inferno. If Sinners are able to come back this heavily on Nuke, then Inferno may just be a 2-0 in favor of Sinners.
Let's see the Neo frag continuing to do damage as NATO Suffix and Relax their last member standing. Beastic is there to shut them down, and Sinners just like that they make it 7. Lyngby on the lowest bonus side, but let's see, they're going for the A rush, but look at that from Beastic doing so much damage with the HE, with the AK, and there should be no way whatsoever for Lyngby to win this one. Fasher, the only man left, he's gonna go down, rather not going down to the HE, but still 21 HP to work with. Bomb has been dropped in. At this point, it's just to try and boost the KD, which he won't be allowed by Shock. Sinners, they end up winning the half. They were down 3-7. They won the EQ. As they're gonna pretty much do the same that Lyngby did, trying to go for the vent dive, but look at that Relax with the first. And
without a doubt, and for now, it's a few shots either way, and well as Relax finds Zedko, it goes 3 on 5, and I fear that Lyngby might be able to come out on top here. NATO good for 1 more. Neo Frag able to respond all to Rouse as it goes 2 on 4. And unfortunately for Sinners, unless something huge comes out here, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Both players stuck behind sight as well. Well, Shock will try to do a bit of early damage, tries to catch out these members. It's all on Oscar. He's finished off, and with that, it's going to be down to 8-8. The scoreline tied up, and Lyngby looks to pull ahead now.
they do look to pull ahead and going to shut down the force here from Sinners as Oscar again with the scout. Last half, Lyngby, they faltered against Oscar with the scout. He was on the CT side. Well, we can see that on the T, he could be as dangerous as well in the first one.
Tell you what,
that's
Oscar's
not real.
Scout, picking names. He is just on a whole other level. What a god! As for now, it falls into this Fasher to line up 2 more kills on his own, but it goes, he might be caught out.
Now the retake is on 3 versus 3, but the HP on every single Lyngby player is so low. This will be a pretty tough retake to come, as all of them are gonna play for round. They have the defuse kit, they have the smoke and Relax fighting the first. That's a huge kill, but still Zedko towards single door with the deagle. There's the 1 shot onto Fasher, and now the low HP is gonna say its word. There's the peek from Bistic, connecting the first. Doesn't go for the repeat. They need to stick it. They need to stick it, and the defuse kit, it's not in them. They need to pick it up, but they can't find it. There is no time, and this is such a messy one. They need to stick it, but there is no time on the clock. Sinners, they make the force work. Lyngby, they're just struggling at this point. Rounds. Now let's see though. They have the AWP, and Rowski's good for the second, for the third, for the fourth, and this is just the meat grinder towards Ramp. What the hell is that from Rouse? That is quite the statement. Lyngby, I think we might have been too fast to write him off this one.
What a round by Rolls there, and as he comes out the gate swinging, it's down to Oscar. He'll look to ace as well. Oscar falls, and a beautiful round by Lyngby.
Favorite mug though.
It's true, it's true. Do you think it's easier to break mugs or glass? I suppose it doesn't matter, because on topic of breaking, it's going to be Sinners trying to break their way onto this site, and they may have done just that. Relax towards center site, able to try and hold as he puts it down to a 2 versus 2. It's a flank of Oscar though, shifting forward towards Ramp, going to make his way up towards Heaven.
This is exactly what Relax wants. Wants 2 drills, finds the first. And now it is doable. Switches up to the Galil. Still 1 minute. He needs to have this one.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's a 10th for Lyngby now.
Check for it. Are they ready? Well, they're not. Oscar fires the initial shot with Yolp, missing. Fasher now gonna reaggress, goes for the damage, doesn't quite connect on the kill, but damage has been inflicted. Bird from Sky there to shut down Beastie as they make their way from main towards that A-bomb side. Oh, that was a shot and a half from ZQ. As NATO, he's gonna miss the initial shot, and somehow this round has collapsed for the side of Lyngby. It's only NATO, Safex, Lyngby. I think they will fully invest into this one. Because they have the money on Bird from Sky and on Fasher. NATO, Safex can drop.
Have to try and make his way on forward.
NATO, good for the first shot, goes down. In the meantime, Bird from Sky dropping to in front of Single Door. Now they go, and Fasher is in a pole position to shut down this play.
Ooh.
And he's good for the first. There's a refract though, and NATO missing a shot that might come to haunt them. And Lyngby, just like that, they're completely outmaneuvered by Sinners as the Czech team. They're gonna make it 13, and Lyngby have the green. Lyngby, they go for the full by Bird from Sky, pushing towards outside. Good for the first, inflicting damage to the second as well. He's reaggressing, actually going for the second. Bird from Sky. That's a massive play. Neo finally to take him down, but it won't matter as they have the man advantage. Lyngby.
Neo Frank, they'll just walk past one another. Rouse comes out on top though, and Will Oscar shocked down to 2 versus 4. 20 seconds left. It looks like Lyngby, they pull themselves up to a 12th here.
Let's see the Oscar and show just how much damage can they do. There's 14 seconds on the clock, but well, they're gonna try and attempt the vent drop. NATO Safex denying shock, and Oscar at this point, he needs to stay alive and keep the AWP. Okay, Oscar! That's a nice quick scope, or rather no scope to that, as he's gonna land yet another. What the hell? Oscar, that's needs at least 2 from this position. Is he gonna be able to find the first? No, Zetku to deny. Man advantage now in favor of Sinnerson. This might even be the safe go. If one more falls, it is gonna be the safe go.
Potentially, well, Sinners come on ahead. It looks like Lyngby are going to be in a world of hurt as they back away. Plant goes down, and for Sinners, this is all that they need to pull on ahead. Lyngby, 4 players left standing, and they save.
I think they could use NUKE as a pocket pick here. It is not their go-to for sure, but it is a map that they're quite decent.
MP9's in hand. It's Beastie key to find Bird from Sky, and it looks like we might see the opening right now as Sinners may be able to punish this right now. Smasher, he's caught out by Zedko, kick things forward though towards Heaven. Beastie's able to find Rouse. Relax back sight, good for 1, traded out. It's all on NATO Safex. 1 versus 4. What good is he going to be able to do with an MP9?
Well, NATO, good for the first, picks up the AWP. If he clutches this one, I'm gonna scream so hard, but I don't think he has the chance to do this. I mean, Sinners, they need to massively misplay in this scenario in order for NATO to find a clutch. And ladies and gents, just like that, Sinners